All right. I have to tell myself each one of these $100 chips are first-hand tie, guys, are worth 250. Banker. No? Okay. Well, let's go for the one right here. We got it. All right. $250. Let's go home. Should I stop the video? No. We'll go to another shoe. I want to know what else happened that shoe. Never happened. You know what happened? That unit was worth 25,000. We just won 25 grand. That's what happened. Yeah. That's what could happen. Think about that. You're going to win it or you're going to lose it. Your first bet. Just how much money do you got? Anyway, I can dream. Alright, here we go. Dude asked Mickey straight up, what do you need to win 100 grand? He said, oh, 100 grand. You need 100 grand to win 100 grand? Yeah, just bet 100 grand. Win 100 grand. A lot of power in just saying that because it's a fact. Like, you walk up, as long as you have a good bet to make for your first bet, not just have a reasoning, a rhyme to it. Right now, we got 3 direct chop. Well, bank may never come down. But let's make this, let's check it out one time. Came down, we dodged a bullet. Now we'll try, and if we win, we're off this shoe too. And we win. All right, good. I don't want to know what else happens. This might chop all the way across. It might, but we're gonna be a good example. We're gonna leave that shoe. So right away, first 2 efforts, 1 on the first try. Could have won $250,000 right there. You know what I mean? It's not always going to work on the first try. I know that. But I didn't just guess in the first 3 hands. I at least tried to qualify based on the way that I like to play. And, you know, just the idea that it can work that quickly at the beginning, it says enough in and of itself, does it not? Like, if we have a good way to play, and it could work at the beginning that many times, I'm even starting to wonder if I should just be a 1 and out every shoe. Am I either going to win or I'm going to lose? I know I'm going to win more than I'm going to lose, probably. Probably. If I wait for it, 2-2, I can't play that. I'm waiting. I might 2-2 again. It didn't. Okay. So we broke the 2 pattern. Now I got to see what's happening. Are we chopping or running? Okay, we're running. Maybe. Let's see if anything goes past 2. I don't know yet. Went 3. Now I gotta wait and see. It went 4. Okay, so I'm not betting runs of 4 to run anymore. Like I said a little while ago, I'm not anymore, I don't think. Because look, it went 5. Now, let's see if Brad wins. Brad would have lost. Here's where I'm going to jump on runs, is after 6 now, when it touches the bottom. And I know getting the right hand turns difficult. But if it's a long run, I don't want to miss any more of this. So this is writing off the fuck off. And banker 1. So we wrote that one off. We're down a unit. I hope this goes player here so we can bet the dominancy. Good, it did. Natural. So we're going to bet the dominancy. And banker 1 anyways. Now I'm going to burn for a chop. Dominancy's over. We got the chop. I'm going to bet the bank. And if I'm right on the bank, that'll be 5 direct. And we're going to flat bet the chop till it loses. Of course, I get zeroed out. I lose. But it's a second effort hand, so we're going to try one more time to get that back. And, of course, another natural. So, player is definitely the dominant side, despite what I thought. And, well, bank's not coming down at all. Let's see what happens here. Came down that time, but it's never gone 3, so I'm going to test a 1 unit bet on that. I'm not doing no 2 unit bets here. I lost that, so now I got to, it's an opportunity. I never went 3. Well, now it went 3 and 4, so let's see if it goes more. Nope, stopped on 4. Also, never had more than 2 side by side on the second. I could be tempted to bet bank here, but I won't. Can't play for everything. And it did go bank, natural 9 bank. So be it. Now I'm going to bet bank for the second dominancy. And I barely won that with the natural 9. However, now I got to dodge. I'm still down 4 units here. I think if we find another... Oh, it's going to be a natural tie. Probably player after natural tie, but let's see. Yep, another natural player, see? I hate that shit. It always happens. Player always catches that, and often with the natural after a natural tie. Just like the cards are lined up that way, it seems. So I gotta dodge this. There's nothing here right now. Nothing here either. You can't do nothing with the 2. Or 3. I mean, we used to do it with the 4, but I'm not even gonna do that, even though it went 4. And player's crushing it. Well, not really anymore. Not anymore. Let's see if it goes 5. Then we'll bet against it. Nope, didn't make it. Good. Let's see if we get the 3 side by side and 5 out of 6. We did not. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. 3 over 0. Okay. That's a strong variable. 5 out of 6 seconds, right? You think that'll continue? Player's a strong side still. We're gonna find out right now. Got dog shit, so we gotta try to get on the bank. We win. Super 6 win. Now we gotta burn a hand. If it's player, we're gonna burn it again. It's not. So even if it's a player, you know, it's just not gonna go player at all. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, so now it is. I can't bet player here because I need the side-by-side seconds to resume. This might be a hiccup pattern now that I don't want any part of. And if it's bank, I will bet. Okay, it is. So I'm going to bet second bank here on the dominancy. Natural. Good. Down 3 units again. And burn a hand. Burn a hand. Alright. Bank's never gone past 4. It's third occurrence. Let's see. Didn't this time either. Right? All 3 times stopped on 4. How about that? Shit, the last 4 times of anything it stopped on 4. Ever since that long player, the 3-4, hitting 6 in a row on a 1-2. Don't even do the 1-2. Just do the flat bet. You're at least getting your money back on player. You're not paying that commission for that win. So just, you know, you're doing all right. You're doing all right there. You're still up 2 units. Anyway, you would have lost some back. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're only trying to win 1. We're down 4 right now. 3, actually. So we're going to bet the dominance here 1 time only. And we zeroed them out and we win with an ace. 1 over 0. So now we're going to sit out and see how far it goes. Tell my kids we got to play defense. Alright. Alright. Defense is on the field. We got to wait. Can't do nothing with that. It's just like the beginning of the shoe with the 2-2. I can't do anything with that. I can't. It's not really a chop, but it's not really a run. It's running now. We'll see if it gets to 5. Well, there's 4. And no more. Okay. Look at that. Once again, it stopped on 4. 5 times in a row it stopped on 4. Boy. Damn. It's a 3,200 parlay off a buck right there. Just getting 4s to jump. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, right? Crazy. Next time it'll be 64. And then 12, 8 off a black chip, boy. Forget I said that. I don't want to ruin families, but I mean, that could have worked. Let's see, though. Let's see if it goes 4 again. You know. If you're willing to risk 1 black chip a shoe for that, but you would have fucked it up on the first try and that run of 6, right? And you'll be like, I don't want to do that, you know, and then it would have worked the rest of the shoe. If you catch my thing. I'm going to bet the player, but that was a tie because I would have missed the dominancy bet here. We got the natty. So we're only down, we're effectively only down a unit because that might as well be 9,900, right? The 20 bucks missing is commission money. That don't matter. We're down a unit. So we're floating. We're trying to stay close to zero, guys. Gotta dodge this one too. This could be a chop. It is. Okay. It's 4 out of 5 that never went 3. We weren't betting for anything, so I'm going to bet the chop for 2 hands. And I tied. And I lost. Oh. Tied again. Wow. Couldn't even get an ace or nothing there, huh? Alright, banker again. I win. Super 6 again. I won't miss that Super 6 when I play in the States. I won't miss that one bit. I'll miss not paying commission, but I won't miss that. Anywho, we're back to even. Minus 25 in commission. It's a battle. Oh, it's that 60th hand again. I got a thing about that, though. Like I say, we get to hand 60, I feel like everything changes. Well, everything's been streaking, and look what's happening right now. It's a little choppy, right? What do you want to bet the rest of the shoes all 1-2 chop and doesn't go 3 for a minute here? I mean, we just bet that hand, so we got to burn this one. But that's what it's starting to do. Alright, so we're going to bet the chop here. And this will get the unit. Yeah, I got it. No commission. Effectively, we're up a unit minus the table minimum commission. It's whatever. I'm going to burn this hand. Like I said, it's doing what I expected. Now I'm expecting a choppy situation to continue, and I get a natty on the other side, see? It's the hand 60 thing. It's changing. You watch that shit. If you're on what you qualify as a good shoe and you get to hand 60, because you caught all these runs, you thought that was a good thing, guess what? How many times you get to the last 20 hands and it's all garbage for you if you like the runs, right? You ain't getting no runs. You're giving it all back, whatever you want over here. You know? When those runs ended, you lost one anyway, so you're subtracting one of each of those runs anyway, whatever you qualify as a run. I'm almost writing off runs altogether, I feel like. I could be done with the shoe, right? I don't even have to fucking keep playing. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to keep playing. I'm going to run out this last 12 hands or so and just see if it keeps chopping, just to see if I was vindicated in what I said. Well, there's a 2-2 pattern. Let's see if it goes player. Okay, it didn't. So that's over anyway. Look, it was a good dodge. We stopped at exactly the right time. We kept our unit. Like I said, that 170, that's basically it's a unit in 3/4. So, half of 250 is 125, so add another $65, whatever, you know. Be like $190 take. 250 plus another, you know what I'm trying to say here, goddammit. Let's just call it 375. We would have got out of that, right? If they were worth 250 each. That's not bad. Make 375 every day of your life for 300 days. You're doing all right. You're over 10 grand, I'll tell you that much. But you gotta have this 10,000 capital to start with. So we're gonna go to another. Excuse me. We're gonna go to another new shoe. I believe that to be about 2 3/4 units in the 2 shoes that I played so far. I don't remember how many shoes. This one I gotta write it down. Fuck. I'll tell you what, I gotta get my air conditioning out. It's hot as fuck right now. It's gonna be in the 80s all week, and I know for some of you that's child's play, but for us in New York, that's pretty hot. It's hot for us after we get used to and spoiled for 60 overnight all spring. Okay, so fuck yeah. Deal the cards. Let's see if we get a run here. Nope. Well, we're gonna start at 2-2 again, huh? Not quite. Not quite a chop either. Oh, we got a 2-1. It's a 2-1-3 potential. I don't like it. Could be banker dominancy. It in fact is. So now we got a test. See that, be objective about how it's starting out. Just because it starts out at 2-1-1 doesn't mean it's going to be choppy. Look at it. It's all bank. Player can't even catch a rip right now. It may never. It just may be a banker shoe. And to now, that's all the information you got. I can't even... I want to bet against this with the Brad special, but when it's this dominant, I'm not. I'm going to see if it goes 6. I'm going to stay out. Brad would have lost. So, all right, I can't ignore this anymore. I got to jump in. Ain't that the way, though? All right, I'm going to burn 1. Let's see if it go right back to bank here. Nope. I'm going to bet on bank now. Hope it never goes 3-player. And we win. Great. Whatever. Now I'm going to burn a hand. Sorry, I was telling her I got a flat tire today. She just got one last week. We just have no luck. Swear to God. No luck at all. Okay, what am I doing here? 2-1-1. That's not quite a chop. That's chop. I'm going to jump in on the chop here. One time, even though it's player. Ugh, right? I got it, though. Now I'm going to burn a hand, and if this next one is a bank, that'll be 5 direct, and technically we have the unit. So, if this does in fact go 2-player, let's just see what the fuck happened. It did. So it's never gone 3-player yet. And, I mean, to this point, it's almost 1.5 to 1. It's almost 2 to 1 bank, right? We're 2 away still. She started out fire on bank. If I risk this and I lose, and I'm basically back to even. But this, if I lose, that's why you got to get out with the unit. I don't care if it's not a full $100 or full $250 or a full $1,000. Take that shit for what it is. Go to the other shoe and get 1,000 over there and 1,000 over there. You get me? Because if we go backwards here, not only do you got to get the one back that you were up, but what if you go back more? See, I would have went back. I could have won that. But we're going to call that a shoe. See what I'm looking at, though? Player might never come down. That's normally what I would have bet there. I decided not to be a good example, because I got the 1 unit. So that's no less than 3 units, and then with the $70, it's closer to 4. So here we go. We're at 4 units, and I think this is only the 4th shoe. I could be wrong. I don't know. Fact is, they didn't beat me, so they can fuck off. That's pretty good odds. But I'm going to walk in any day and win at least a unit at the beginning of the shoe. And if I know that's all I need to do every day for the, the $250 starting wager video, this is how you do it. Patiently. Find something. And you know what? If it doesn't work on your first try, don't chase it right away, maybe. Just see what's actually happening. Like I said, sit out 10, 12 hands, see what the fuck happens. Okay, so we're about to run here right off the rip, but it might lose. Loses all the time on these. Zeroed out. We lost 2 over 0. The sky's falling. We're going to bet player here because we're going to... It's just something I like to do. I don't really call this a strong bet. Full disclosure. I just like making things chop. And what if bank never goes 3 the whole shoe, right? But it might just be a streaky shoe. I could pay for this. I win. No, I got 9'd. Side by side 3. It's a 3-4 shoe now. Yep, tie. Okay. Double tie. Look at this. Banker coming down. Okay. Do we get to the Brad special? Sure did. I'm going to bet with Brad to chop it. Brad's right. Brad's always right, isn't he? Let's see what happened now. We're down a unit. Okay, that's 3 direct on the second. We need a banker to bet a second bank. We got a barbecue. That's not helpful. That is. This is for the tie. And we got naturaled. So we got to try one more time on player. And we got fucked the other way. So now the work begins. We got to get 3 just to get up to even. And then maybe win 1, right? So we got a new situation. Chop time. Chop time, baby. Is that 5 direct? It is. If this is a direct unicorn, we got this. Come on. I'm not increasing it, by the way. I'm leaving it at the base. I lost that. We got 1 more try. A double natural. Fuck you. I hate that, right? You get something cool going, and they're like, here's a natural for you. And then here's another natural for you. All right. Player hasn't gone past 3. Let's see what they do here. All right. Can we get to 5? We did. That 1 unit only. I'm not, you know. Some of the time where I get myself in trouble in real play is I'll get to these special bets and I just want to swing for them. But I think I'm better off just leaving everything the same amount. I really do. Because look, we're not getting buried. Oh, we are now. Now I gotta jump on the run. This is where we could start to have a struggle. This chop. I got a natty, good. Here's where I need some help, though. I got the 1 time. I got the guaranteed push for this micro session. I need this to win now. 9. Let's go. Fucking die. Fuck. Hate that shit. Alright, I'll do it again. Got the 8 anyway. Fuck off. Got the hard way. Now we're only down 2 units. Right? That's basically 9,800, which is 2 units short of a 10. I know this run ain't gonna last forever, but wouldn't it be cool if it did? It is right now. Come on, we know this shit happens. What's the longest run you've ever seen? Mine's 21. It just sticks out in my mind. You can't forget that one. 21 players in a row I saw, bro. Ivan Baker was player like this. I mean, how many are we at right now? That's 10. We're not even close. This motherfucker went all the way across. And you know what else it was? It was a run on top of a run. So it was like an L on top of another L. But that L was like right in the other L all the way across. And then it surpassed it by far. It was crazy. I really wish I would have taken a picture of it. But anywho, let's look at us. I think they got us the unit. Yes, it did. Shall we stop? You know what? I'm just gonna stop. I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna do that to you. You really think I was gonna stop that shoot? Come on, we're all degenerates here. We're winning. There we go. See, that's why we don't stop. Now we paid for the degeneracy. Yes. Well, maybe we will get to 21. We're in the daily right there. That gets us to 7 on the night here. If only this happened all the time, right? We know it won't. How about the guy that bet against all these, right? You see that? He just wants to be right one time instead of just taking all the money. Like, what are you doing? Alright, we're gonna lose now. Oh, we still won! The crazy shit, bro, is look how many there are there and we're only up $400. We're flat betting $100 and we're only up 4. That's how bad we got fucked up. Because we didn't jump on until after the 6th one, right? So we were down 4 or 5. We got those back plus a few more. This is the enabling parts of Baccarat. This is no skill involved. You just keep fucking hoping it sticks. Alright. Oh my god. 30 to 1. Among other things, we got a 30 to 1. It's fucking crazy. Maybe it will go 21. Listen, man. Okay. I was about to say, you know our phones listen to us. How many was that? Let's see. So 6 down, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Plus 2 ties. I don't even remember what the fucking ties were anymore. Wasn't one of them a natural 9 tie? I think so. And then we got the 8 hard way after. Yeah. But yeah. We don't have to fucking play anymore. That's... You see something like that, like, you're not going to get anything better than that for this shoe, right? You won't even see a long chop that long. That's gold. And of course, people are going to say, I would have won thousands on that. Yeah, because you're a piece of shit. If we're flat betting, you know what? I'll tell you what. If we were betting 250 a unit, and we were up 4 units, we'd still be up $1,000. I'd be okay with that, right? Let's see how far it goes here. I mean, is it going to come down side by side? No, maybe. I was just talking about that, right? Okay, it stopped. I don't need to play this anymore. This video's getting long anyway. Alright, it's over. I'll see one. I'm not betting. Let's just see if the bank dominancy took over here. No, it's... Oh, it did. Barely. That was crazy. Third cards. So, yeah. I don't think there's anything left there to fuck with. I'm leaving that shoe. So, basically, we came into that shoe with, 4, 5 units? We had 2 the one shoe and 1 on the others. Is that right? So we had 4, and we got another 4 here. That's 8. That's 8. In 4 shoes. Where I go play, there's usually 4 shoes available. And that's not even including the VIP with the unit value I want to bet on. So there's more than 4 shoes available to me. So, at least in Canada. Not in the States, because they don't know how to open the real game tables. They're too scared. They'd rather have 10 roulette tables open than have 2 mini-box tables open. They're pussies. But it's, it's the life we live as baccarat players. They want games they have control over. They don't control us on this. We have the edge coming up to the table. I'm going to cut that one short right there for 1 unit take kind of ideal. I mean, this shoe, obviously, we got 4 because we caught a run. We're not jumping off that run. That'd be stupid, right? I mean, even if we won one and gave it back, we'll find a way to get the unit. But if it is, in fact, a long run, we want that shit, right? Absolutely. But I think that's the way I'm going to qualify it now, is fuck runs of 3 all day long. I'll never consider a run of 3 on a blue, straight run, a run. I used to jump on after 4, and then I'd get scared of Brad on the 5th one, as this shoe produced that way. And then if it goes to the 6th one, I would jump on the run after the 6th one. But I think I'm just going to use the Brad Special from now on. And hope I break even or better on the Brad Special chopping it. And if it goes 6, I'm going to jump on the run like we did here. Right? It's got to go 6 before it goes 26, right? How often is it going to go 6? So you put yourself in far less cocksuckery events by not being involved at all in any run, unless it's touching the bottom. So, and, if it goes to 6, it's a very good chance it's at least going to 7. And if it doesn't, whatever, the next one will, right? It'll at least get to 8. So if you catch the 7th and the 8th and you lose on the 9th, you still made 1 for that aggravation pay, right? And even if it didn't, if it got to 7, you're at least washing your money, right? You're not losing nothing. It was an opportunity bet, right? You're not increasing it. Oh, fuck. If we would have parlayed this, that would have been gold, right? Absolutely. Mitigated parlay, you definitely would have made money. You would have protected your investment, and you definitely would have made money. Question is, where would you have jumped out, right? That's a long, long run. No bullshit. 15's a long time. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. I would have had to start that over with a base unit somewhere and just take what I could get from them. If I stacked it up 3 or 4 times, I'd pull back and do a base 100 probably until it lost, knowing I already got 1,600 out of them. Alright, I'm going to call that a video. That's 8 units. Or more. I lost track. Winning's distracting, so. Yeah. 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. No less than 8. We might have had another shoe I forgot about. But we'll call that an 8 unit win.